Hi ladies, so I know it may not necessarily feel like it, but spring season is approaching, and so we wanted to share with you ladies some spring everyday outfit inspiration. So some of these are some great like spring transition outfits, others are going to be for maybe like some cooler spring weather, and others is going to be for some of those like spring temperatures that we're going to be experiencing here in sunny Florida. So you've got lots of variety. Everything that we're sharing with you is going to be linked down below in the description box, pinned in the comment section, and also through the YouTube links.
Okay, so this first look has two pieces that I really fell in love with. One reason is for the versatility of these pieces. That's something that I really look for when I'm purchasing items, is things that are going to be able to be worn with a lot of items in my closet so that I can really get that cost per wear, although these prices are fantastic anyway. But starting with this vest. So this is in a dark saturated wash, which is really trending for this season. I love this piece. Vests are going to be hot going into 2026. I just love the style. I think when the weather is a little bit warmer and you're looking for something, you know, maybe that's sleeveless, it has a little bit of structure without being super tight. I really like this long line style vest, how it has a little bit of like a V at the bottom. I find it to be very flattering, creating a really feminine shape, and it works really well with these ivory high-waisted wide leg jeans. These are fantastic. Now these come in regular, tall, and petite. I picked them up in the 4 petite, which is a perfect length to be able to wear them with flat sandals or even a little bit of a block heel I could get away with, but they really are just the perfect length, the perfect rise. I love this kind of like ecru off-white shade. If you're not really into like a stark white jean, this is a great option as well. Very neutral, very pretty, perfect for spring and summer, and I love the way these paired together. Now I also wanted to share with you another option that I paired these jeans with is this Harbor striped tee. So this is a really fun tee. This Brayton striped is very trending. It kind of has like a French vibe to it. I thought this was really, really pretty in the red. It has a boat neck style t-shirt and just a comfortable casual look. I threw on my little J. Crew cashmere sweater that we just shared in our last J. Crew haul, and I reused it in this look, tied it around the neck to add a little bit of interest. I think that third piece, that third layer, really adds some visual interest to an outfit. So here's another way you can wear those jeans. Both of these looks I think are casual yet chic and very classic, and all of these pieces are going to be super versatile to share in different ways in the spring season.
Now, one of my favorite color combinations is pairing navy with cognac. I just love how those two colors come together. And here in this outfit, I found this navy, like deep space blue cardigan from Loft. Super pretty. I really love the feminine and girly details in this cardigan. So you've got a little bit of pointelle and also some scalloping along the neckline and along the trim of this cardigan. Really, really pretty. And of course, in this space blue, it is just perfect for my sense of style. Now, it does also come in another color as well, so you've got that option there, but this is a bestseller, and I'm not surprised because I love just being able to wear these cardigans as a top, but of course, I've got all of this beautiful scalloping that I can also really kind of highlight if I were to undo some of the buttons and maybe layer it over a cami or a t-shirt or a tank or something like that. And I also have to speak so highly about these jeans. So these are a pair of denim trouser jeans that I picked up from J. Crew. I absolutely love these jeans. So I picked them up in the Charlotte wash. Kelli actually also has these jeans in a very similar wash, but she actually picked the ones that have a raw hem down at the bottom. So these are fantastic. They've got that like bit of like a tailored look, but like also like very casual, kind of like worn in, super comfy a jean to wear. And they also come in 3 different lengths. You've got tall, petite, and regular length. For sure, definitely one of my favorite jean finds.
So I mentioned earlier that the dark rinse saturated denim is really, really trending. And of course, in spring and summer, we're also going to see lots of medium and light wash and white denim, but you can still get away with wearing that dark saturated denim all year long. And this dress I thought was just so beautiful and classic, but also very modern and on trend. So this is a denim midi style dress. This is sleeveless. It does have that traditional like shirt style collar, buttons going all the way down the front. It also has some pockets and some beautiful detailing on it. And I love the belted waist. Just overall, this is such a great dress. It is like a little bit of a thicker, heavier denim fabric, but without being overly stiff or heavy. I think it's going to be perfect transitioning into that spring season. So I really love this one. I think it's so flattering on. You can wear this with a little block-heeled sandal like I've done here, or you can even wear it with a completely flat sandal, keep it really, really casual. But I think this is going to be one that I get a lot of use out of during the spring season.
So I also have several tops that I want to share with you ladies, especially if you are dealing with some of these cooler temperatures. I thought all of these are fantastic for that just everyday lifestyle. So I first want to start off with the top that I'm wearing right now. So this is a comfy and cozy cable knit sweater. The fabric is really, really soft. If you are someone who is sensitive to like itchy sweaters, you're not going to have a problem with this sweater. The fabric really does feel really nicely against your skin. And I also like the cable knit. It even has like a little bit of open stitch and some ribbing along the trim, like the cuff and the neckline, and also down at the bottom on the hem. So this is just one of those like really comfy and cozy pieces that you can style a million and one different ways. The other top that I also picked up is this pink and white striped top. So this is like almost like a collegiate kind of like rugby-esque type of style of top. I really feel like that like polo rugby shirt that I was seeing, I feel like this also kind of like falls into that same category. I really like also how it has the roll neck. So if you're someone who is not a fan of like a turtleneck, or you don't even like a mock neck, this is really kind of like that great alternative where you don't have a lot of that extra fabric, but you're able to have, you know, like a pretty good, you know, like detail with the roll neck on the neckline, and it doesn't really kind of become overly cumbersome, and it's so cute with these big large like white and pink stripes. So this is one that does come in several different colors, so you've got several options as far as, you know, color choices. I believe that there's a blue, a green, and one other color. And the third top that I actually found is this half zip pullover. So this is one of my favorite kind of pieces because I really love styling these with jeans. I like styling them with a loungewear pants, look like I'm just going to be around in the house, or of course as the weather warms up, I'd also very easily style them with a pair of shorts when I'm just kind of out and running some errands. And I also really like it in this color. So this is also something that's very comfortable, you know, to wear. Also, it feels great against the skin, and it comes in some different color options. So these are definitely, like, for me, the three kind of styles of tops that I like to wear when I want to be comfy and cozy but still looking cute. And all three of these outfits I'm actually styling with my recent frame jeans that I picked up. So these are a palazzo jean. These really are the perfect color wash for the spring and summer season. They've got that lighter wash. They're going to be really easy to style with a lot of your like pastel or even like neutral colors. So if you're looking for a good light wash pair, would highly recommend this one, especially right now. It is on sale.
So this beautiful soft pastel yellow color really got me. This is always one of my favorite spring colors. If you are someone who like struggles with if you can wear yellow or not, I definitely think this is one that I would recommend trying, because I feel like this shade of yellow works for a lot of women. I avoided yellow for years until I realized that this soft buttery yellow really does work even with blonde hair. So I fell in love with this sweetheart neckline t-shirt. This is such a great t-shirt, and I'm not the only one who fell in love with it. You're gonna see Christina styling it in another outfit, but I thought this was so pretty. It comes in this gorgeous shade, but it also comes in white or navy. It has ribbing to it that almost looks like a little bit of like a pointelle detail. It's just very feminine and soft. I love the sweetheart neckline on it. It's just a beautiful everyday t-shirt with a little something extra that gives it that feminine touch. So really good one, currently on major sale. And for this denim skirt, I think every woman needs to have a denim skirt in their spring wardrobe, and I really love this one. So what I love about this one is I think it's the perfect length. It's not too short, it's not too long. I picked it up in a petite. It is available in petite, regular, and I believe even tall lengths, and I thought the petite was perfect. It comes to a nice length. It's very comfortable. It's not super tight fitting or super stretchy. It really has just the perfect fit that you can wear this dressed up a little, very casually, any way you want. And I think it's going to be one of those versatile staple pieces for spring.
So Kelly and I, we always get a kick out of when we end up picking the same exact pieces, and of course we do not plan it. It just so happens to be that the same pieces do catch our eye. So with that same denim skirt that Kelly just shared with you, I actually styled it with this really cute like red floral top. So this is one that has like the smallest little like delicate floral print that's on it, and of course it's in this really beautiful vibrant red. I really love that it has the soft flowy like tie neckline, so this creates like a nice, very soft and feminine looking bow in the front, along with some of this like flutter sleeve and also a little ruffle along the neckline. So definitely very feminine for sure, very girly, and also something that you could really easily style with a pair of jeans. You could even style it with a pair of pants if you wanted to wear it to work. You could even style it underneath a blazer or a jacket. The other piece that I also picked up, same as Kelly, was that beautiful little butter yellow sweetheart top. So with this one, instead of styling it with that same denim skirt, I actually styled it with this midi skirt. So this is a skirt that I have picked up recently and I've really been loving it. If you are someone who doesn't like some of the shorter skirts, this is really a great alternative because it allows you to be able to have that extra length, but also some really interesting details with the crossover buttons and also the cutaway hem. This is something I really love, especially for my petite girlies out there, because sometimes these midi skirts can be a little bit overwhelming for the frame, but with that cutaway hem, you actually can show a little bit of that skin, which really helps to balance all of the proportions. So if you are looking for something like this, absolutely would recommend you to pick it up because I don't think you're going to regret it.
So white is always one of my favorite neutral colors year round, but especially in spring and summer, I tend to really embrace the color white. And this year it actually just so happens to be one of the Pantone colors of the year. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot of beautiful things in different shades of white. And this top is such a good one. So this is a floral lace top. It's very comfortable. It's very casual and lightweight. Definitely perfect for those warmer months. Not something I could get away with wearing right now because believe it or not, we're actually in the 40s here in South Florida right now at the time of filming. But this one, I'm really looking forward to when I can wear this, and I think it's so beautiful and currently on sale. I love the little ruffle details going down the front. It's soft and feminine without being too much leaning into like a little girl look. It's soft and flowy, but it's not overly baggy. You don't have to tuck this one in at all. You can just leave it out. It does come in regular and petite sizes. I'll list sizing details down below because sometimes I can't remember which I picked up, but I really love the fit of this. I think it's a beautiful top. The front of it is not see-through, as you can see. The back is very sheer because it doesn't have all of the ruffling, but you can't see anything in the front, so I think it's just perfect. And with this one, since it was a little bit like loose and ruffly and all of that, you know, comfortable, relaxed fit, I wanted a jean that had a little bit more structure to it, was a little bit more of a slimmer fit. So I chose this pair that's a loft pair I really love. These are a slim high-rise flare. They're very high-waisted, which sometimes really works great for me. I love how it kind of holds everything in. It's more fitted on top in the waist and hips, and then it just flares out a little bit at the bottom, creating a very elongated effect that I think pairs really nicely with like a looser fitting top like this one. So definitely a great staple piece in my wardrobe, and hopefully those are still available and you can get your hands on them as well.
Okay, so when I'm obsessed with something, I'm obsessed with something, and Loft came out with a new mini pocket dress, and I tell you ladies all the time, it really is my favorite style of dress that they come out with. So this one is a little bit different than the other mini pocket dresses that I've picked up, but of course wanted to give it a try, and of course loved it, so I am sharing it with you today. And this is one that's in the color called Cool Melon, so I kind of feel like it has a little bit of that like warm, like a dusty rose color to it. Really pretty. This actually has a zipper neckline, and it also has some nice volume in the sleeves. So I think it creates a little bit of dimension. It is not restrictive at all in the waist. So if you are someone who, likes to have a little bit of room, this is for sure something that you can absolutely wear. I picked it up in the medium, but I know that I could have actually gone pick this up in a small. So if you want to go ahead and size down just to get a little bit more of a fitted look, you absolutely can do that. And this fabric is like a twill kind of fabric, so really cute and also perfect for the spring. Another dress that I picked up and that I also wanted to share with you is this striped sweater dress. So this dress is something that I have been loving for years, and that is that like nautical print. I think for as long as we've had our YouTube channel, this is a print and style of dress that I always tend to pick up in the spring. I'm just in love with this style. I like how it has a little bit of like a flare on the sleeve, and it even has some pointail detail, which to me is always so feminine. It's very girly. I really do love this detail. So this is actually not navy and white striped, it is actually black and white striped, and this is something I know that I can style with a sandal, a sneaker. I can use like a little block heel if I want to. So definitely another perfect dress for spring. And the third dress that I wanted to share with you is this denim shirt style midi dress. So this is a dress that comes in the shirt style, and I feel like I have told you guys so many times how flattering shirt dresses are, because you really can open up the neckline, undo a couple of the buttons at the bottom to really just kind of accentuate all the areas and highlight everything that you feel like are your strengths. So this comes with a nice like pretty thick belt to it, so you're really going to help to create some of that dimension in the waistline. And it also has these very like feminine and fun and flirty little like ruffle sleeves. These are cap sleeves. I know that they are not for everyone, but if you were someone who likes to show off your arms, this is an adorable dress for the spring as well.
And if you're looking for dresses, maybe you want something a little bit more colorful or mini style, here's a great option as well. So this is a beautiful little mini chiffon dress that has some very feminine details. I think those of you who have that feminine girly style are really gonna love this one. It has a contrast trim at the neckline. You've got like these ruffle detailing, tiered bottom. It's just so pretty. This beautiful like rosy pink shade, kind of like a mauve rose shade. You've got a paisley print going on, elasticized sleeves that are more of a sheer fabric, but the rest of the dress is not sheer, it is lined. So really a pretty option. It does have an elasticized waist. So here you're gonna see that I belted it because I wanted a little bit more definition to that waist area, but you actually don't have to belt it if you don't want to. I think it's a fun way to wear it, but I wanted to show you both. I think the length on this is really nice. It's mini without being too short, and for the neckline you can button it up and create a crew neck style, or you can leave it a little bit open like I did here and open up to a little bit of a V-neck style. So beautiful dress option if you're looking for a great spring dress.
For this last look, I'm going to share with you two bestsellers, starting off with this Henley top that I picked up from Loft. So I love a good Henley top. It's a casual piece that you can wear on its own. You can also layer it underneath, jackets or flannels or any kind of like a button-up shirt. This one I like because it has these, little gold like metallic buttons on them. So just something a little bit different versus like a snap button or a traditional button. But everybody is for sure raving about this top down below in the comments, and the reason why I think that they're reviewing it so high is because it's in a really like thin and soft like rib fabric. So it's not really like hugging and squeezing the body, but really just kind of cascading down, really creating just a beautiful silhouette. And I styled them with these high rise wide leg jeans also that happen to be from Loft. So these are in a light wash, and the reason why I really like these jeans is because I know that in the past when I have shared wide leg jeans with you, a lot of times they're a bit more fitted right in that tummy area. And I know that I've seen some comments with women saying like, oh, I'd like to have a little bit more room there, maybe something that's a little bit more relaxed in that tummy area. And these are for sure the jeans. So if you want that wide leg look, you also want jeans for a budget friendly price. This is another great like wash to have during the spring season, and it's also going to give you that extra room with more of this like relaxed wide leg look that's definitely on trend and still going to be strong for the year of 2026.
So before I show you the next look, let me just go ahead and share with you the top that I am wearing because this is a really fun one. This is like a halter neck style cardigan. So I think this is really fun, a little bit different. You have this like halter neck here with this cutout, and it's just more of like a traditional fitted cardigan without being overly tight. You've got some ribbing, really, really cute. I do want to say that if you have a short torso like I do, this neckline was a little bit loose on me. I did give it a little stitchy, which really solved the problem. But if you have a longer torso, I think it's going to fit just perfect. So definitely a fun option if you want a little spin on a traditional cardigan. For my next look, I wanted to share a great pair of pajamas because while we're transitioning our outfits into spring, a lot of times we're also going to be transitioning into some cooler pajamas for warmer temperatures, and this is such a good pair. So these are a rayon spandex blend in this heather gray with the little black hearts, perfect for Valentine's Day, but perfect for all year round. I love this like traditional style pajama where you have short sleeves, button down with a little collar, and these little pants with a drawstring. Just all the details on these, I think they're really, really cute, but they're also really comfortable. The fabric feels very nice and like cool to the touch of the skin, very soft. So these are exactly the kind of pajamas that I love to have. So I wanted to share them with you as well.
All right, so we shared a lot of outfits with you today, but if you are looking for some more spring outfit inspiration, definitely be sure to check out our latest J. Crew video. We've got lots of outfits in there, same thing, some transition, some for a little bit warmer and cooler temperatures in the spring, but all of them perfect for every day.